Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm Lisa Marie and you've just tuned into Bank Life. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome to my channel. Alright, so we're going to go right into paternity court. Y'all been waiting for another paternity video. Here you go. Davies versus Hunter. Alright, let's go. Part 1.
That after being with Mr. Hunter for 5 years, he's now given into lies and rumors about your past, scrapped your wedding plans, and is now denying your son, Jayden. Is that correct?
Her son,
yes, Your Honor.
Jayden,
Mr.
4-year-old.
Hunter, you say you've never fully accepted that Jayden is your son because Ms. Davies has a questionable past. In fact, you say you believe you even caught her in the act of cheating on you. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so here we go. Case of she say, he say, basically. So she's saying, listen, we've been together 5 years. Mr. Hunter is starting to believe what everybody is saying, concerning me. And he's, he's beginning to believe that to the point where he's calling off a wedding between us. And Mr. Hunter is saying with very good reason, I've heard rumors and I've caught Miss Davies in the act. Now you seen the picture of 4-year-old Jayden, right? So here we have it. We have a 4-year-old, right, caught up in the midst of both of them. And I wanted to talk about the psychological effects of growing up without a father, right? So there are some psychological effects to growing up without a father. And so this is stuff that Jayden, who's 4 years old, would have to, if he doesn't find out who his father is, and that's why we're at paternity court, that he can go through. It's saying it's challenging for boys basically to grow up without a father, but there are some behavioral challenges. Fatherless children may have trouble with social adjustment and may act out. So if you have a 4-year-old, he can act out to hide their feelings. They have academic difficulties. Fatherless children may have lower grades and be more likely to skip school. So as you see your child progressing and he doesn't know who his father is, and now he's beginning to act out in school. And so this is what we're in paternity court trying to prevent. What are we trying to prevent? Prevent the child from having low self-esteem, anxiety, feeling of abandonment. This is what we're trying to rectify here in paternity court. I'm Lisa Marie. Let's go.
Ms. Davies, Jayden is 4 years old. What took you so long to come to court?
Well, Your Honor, me and Devon, like you stated, have been together.
All right, so they've been together for 5 years, right? And so she's like, hey, what took you so long to paternity court? But is there really a reason that Ms. Davies can give the judge for the reason why she took 4 years? I already let y'all know that I believe paternity testing should be done earlier rather than later. Let's go.
For 5 years, almost 6. And due to all the rumors, he no longer wants to get married. He has cut off our wedding plans. So I'm here today to prove that he is the father of Jayden.
You called off the wedding plans, Mr. Hunter?
Yes, Your Honor, because things I've seen, I don't really trust the things
All right.
she do.
All right. So he's saying basically, listen, the things that I've seen, the things I do not trust her. So to me, we could just get past the marriage thing and let's just go into co-parenting, because I believe that if the trust is already broken in this particular relationship. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let's move it up.
Their phone messages first, and then I started going out, stepping out.
That's a lie, Your Honor. After I seen the text messages, the females calling my phone, then I decided that, okay, two can play that game, and I decided to go out and talk to someone else.
Now?
All right, so she started a relationship based on what she seen. And he's saying, hey, I seen this. But she's saying, I seen that in your text messages. My issue with the whole thing is, how did everybody get to see all this stuff when the phones are supposed to be locked? What happened to a locked phone? I'm not saying that they should be out there being unfaithful, but it's crazy when they be like, well, I seen messages from them. I'm like, well, how did you get to see messages if your phone are locked? I got an ATM video right on this particular channel talking about covering up your PIN number. Remember to cover up your PIN. But if you don't really have, but if you're in a committed relationship, you're married especially, no need to. All right, let's go. We're going to move the judge on. Let's go.
Okay, I can say I was 100% sure at the time, but I wanted Devon to be the father because
Honest.
he has been there in my life for, at this time, we've been together like 2.5 years.
All right, so now we're getting honest now. And
Right.
that's
All right. So even the judge is saying, okay, good job. You're getting honest. Because, yeah, so she begins to say, listen, I told Devon. Devon begins to testify like, hey, she told me she was 100% sure. And she's letting the judge now know, hey, no, I wasn't 100% sure. I just, like I told him that, but I wanted him to be the father. And that's honest. I would like for him to be the father because they've been together for so long. So, of course, she want him to be the father. All right, let's move on.
Baby was finna be conceived.
you're not denying it. You're just smirking, Miss Davies. What's the story?
I did go to parties, but as far as me hooking up with the guys at a party, that is false, Your Honor.
I
But
didn't
you
hear just one.
also just testified that when you told him you were pregnant, you told him that there was no other possible father. And then you've admitted in court today that that statement was untrue because you weren't 100%
She's
sure.
a liar.
So if you're not telling the truth now.
All right, so she's saying, you know what, I did tell him that, but technically there wasn't. So the judge is like, yo, which way is it? Are you 100%? But again, we already know. She already said, listen, I told him that. Because she wanted him to believe that, right? I told him that, but I wasn't 100% true. There, so you already know. He's seen her. He already said, listen, I've seen you. And I'm going to let him say what he's seen. But he already said, listen, I've seen you in the act. So why are you lying? And, like, what are we talking about?
Now, why should he believe you were telling the truth then?
Well, Your Honor, he should trust me the same way I trusted him.
You all don't trust one another?
How could I trust
That's another
her?
lie in
How could I
court.
trust her? And one day,
Your Honor,
No.
can I speak?
No, let me speak. One day, I'm at her house, right? She let me stay over her house. I had been drinking, so I want to go lay down, right? I accidentally fall asleep longer than I'm supposed to, so she's thinking I'm gone. She brings another guy and another girl upstairs into the room while
What?
I'm in there. So then she makes me leave.
That is true, Your Honor. That's true.
All right, so now listen, she's already admitting it. Listen, that is true, Your Honor. He was there. You know, he's telling the truth. He's not lying. I thought he got drunk. He asked me, can he come over? I let him come over. And then, I thought he left by then. Come to find out, he's still upstairs passed out. And so then she went and got herself, she, brought home 2 people, and hey, I didn't know he was still passed out. I thought he left by then. He was just staying for a few hours. He wasn't supposed to, he was supposed to still be there. So now he has reason to believe. Now, I don't know what type of relationship this is, and I don't know what type of atmosphere this is, because remember, y'all, it's about the child. Come on now. It's about the child. It's not about what they want to do. It's about the child. We're not thinking about the child. It's all about Jayden. Well, I'm Lisa Marie. They get me upset. I'm trying to push this video through. All right, I'm Lisa Marie. See you on part 2. Let's go. See you on the next video.